think there's a question for you, Cory. What do you think about the new Klipsch subwoofer line? Ooh,
they're legit. They just are. So everybody's scared of the new, the amps, but they fixed all that. Honestly, I wouldn't worry about it whatsoever. The SPL line, they got the return rate down. I mean, it's the same as any other manufacturers, but what they did on this new line with this RP series, and it doesn't sound like much, but they did a lot of work with the limiters, and with the limiters, you've got a couple of choices. You can just limit the speaker or the subwoofer and keep it from blowing up. So if you feed it a strong 20 hertz signal, you can put a limiter on there and keep it from, just blowing itself up. But then what happens when you play louder? What happens when you play that same level, but the frequency raises to 60, 80, 100, or whatever? With the old Klipsch, it sounded very colored. And what happened was that those limiters that kept it from going overboard at 20 hertz wasn't actually doing anything up high. So they just let it run wild. And the argument was that, people get more SPL. But the problem was that most people, I wouldn't say most, a lot of enthusiasts try to get every single drop of bass out of it, and they turn it up too much, and they max those limiters out quite a bit. So what happens is that when you got one level at 20 hertz, and then the frequency changes, all of a sudden it gets way louder and it sounds very colored. They fixed all that with the new stuff. Also, if you notice just the sheer size of the cabinet, the old ones were trying to hit certain specs, certain size.
They were pretty like very cubey, and the driver, there wasn't too much on the sides outside the driver.
Right. The 15 I think was just simply undersized, and they
tried to fix.
So? Yeah, it just, between that and the DSP limiter issue, I feel like it sounded very colored a lot of times. So you can see these third-party frequency responses where it's going 20, 30, and then it just keeps rising. It's got this big peak at 120 hertz. Subwoofers shouldn't do that. The new ones are legit. So we actually got one of the ones. It was a prototype before it was announced. I ran it for 5-6 months. I was just full blast. I mean, I would even demo it for customers, but I had a cover over the top of it like a little blanket. They thought they were listening to SVS. So I had a PC 4000 set up next to it. I was running the Klipsch just to see what people would do. So,
that's hilarious.
Anyway,
that's hilarious.
Hey, did you introduce Cory as far as like what he does and all that?
No. Okay, so my bad. So for those of you that don't know, Cory Harrison, he runs Paducah Home Theater, and then he was actually sending me a bunch of Klipsch speakers to review years ago, and then now you've got a shop, right? Yeah. Why don't you tell everybody about your shop and all the stuff you guys carry and stuff like that? Or not all. You guys got guitars.
Oh yeah,
musical instruments, all kinds of stuff.
So I guess my dream is to have a all-in-one massive audio shop.
Okay,
you've got your guitar shops, you've got your pro audio shops, you've got home audio shops. What if all that was in the same roof? That's my end goal. But so anyways, we started branching out into guitar stuff. So we were dealer for Dean, Schecter, Breedlove's, Larave's, Marshall, all that good stuff. We're working on some others that I'm not at liberty to state just yet. But yeah, also we're under the same roof. We're operating Paducah Home Theater. We've been there at that location for 2-3 years now. So it's I actually get more out-of-state people than local people. So I'd starve to death if I had to rely on local people. But we get a lot of people who are like, "Hey, I'm in Nebraska. I'm driving to Florida. Let's stop at Paducah."
Okay,
it's pretty cool that we've got that kind of reach.
And you've got you got Perlisten in the shop?
We got Perlisten, Q acoustics, of course, all the Klipsch,
and like the heritage Klipsch. Do you have any big boy Klipsch stuff like those?
Oh yeah,
you sent me
Jubilees.
those. You have Jubilees in the shop?
We got
oh my
Jubilees,
gosh,
K-horn. We got everything. So.
K-horns. Because I remember you sent me the Cornwall 4s. My God, those were so big. I can't imagine speakers bigger than those things. And you got those in the shop, those big ass ones.
Yeah, we hired a moving company to get them in, and they still struggled. So there's an art to it, I guess. But,
yeah, no, totally.
But yeah, they're over 400 pounds each. It's just nuts. But you would not believe the bass. It's just people don't believe that they can hit 18 hertz. Yeah,
the Jubilees.
Yeah, it's not. It's crazy, really.
Those things are huge.
Make sure to join us every Monday for our live stream at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern at youtube.com/Daily HiFi.